Hello, Divine Feminine. Welcome to your power message for Saturday, Super Saturday. A few more tops, just because, it is cold here right now in the UK, and I am liking a little bit of, comfort on my arms. So instead of wearing short sleeve tops like I usually do, because of menopause and everything else I'm going through as well, I'm liking to have something on my arms to keep me a bit warmer right now, especially because I've been channeling lots of ascension symptoms with the Divine Masculines and doing them power messages. So I thought I'd treat myself to them. So what are you treating yourself to today or over the weekend? Because this is a great time for that. We're moving towards Valentine's Day. We've got a full moon coming up as well. So be very gentle with yourself today. Be gentle with your energy. Remember, Mary Magdalene says, love yourself no matter what the circumstances. Love the situation. Love others. And sometimes we have to treat ourselves nicely by buying ourselves a little gift, because remember, that inner child in you loves you and needs your light, but also sometimes needs fun and playful energy. So if you're having to think about when the last time you treated yourself was, or you're having to really sit down and think, when did I buy myself a gift last? When did I do something for me? That's a sign it's time to do something for you. And I feel that's the message coming through for the weekend, to do something for you. So I'm going to bring in the romance angels today to bring in a message. And I'm going to bring in the Beyond Indigo Divine Guidance deck. So what do we need to know today? And Laura, our soul sister, gave a little message about the hedgehogs. And it was just so pretty and beautiful that I've saved it. So Laura said, I was curious to see what the meaning of the hedgehog is. And it says it represents motherhood, inner peace and pure happiness. Amazing. I just thought I would share. Isn't that beautiful? So this is really kind of the energy of the Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine collective. It's our power and the way we nurture and love our twin and bring them home. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know? What's the energy, please, around the romance angels? What do the romance angels want to say? So the first card we've got is soulmate. So yes, this is your soulmate. Now, there isn't a twin flame card in this deck. So I feel this is saying to you, yes, this is your twin flame. If you've been doubting the connection, thinking about the love, is it real? Yes, this is your person. And sometimes all we need to do to take the stress away is take the label away. Because sometimes when we're focused on the label, everything can get confusing, or we can blow things out of proportion in our mind and things can get out of control. So take away the label. You know how you feel about this person that you are connecting with. You know that you have a soul bond. You know that you feel that you are mating for life in some way. And you know that they've taught you great lessons and they've shown you great things and they've made you aware of wonder. So yes, this is your person. Now the masculines as well sometimes just don't recognise the labels. Not because they don't want to, but they don't understand them. They look at you. They think about your name, your face, your body, the way your heart beats, the way you feel to them when they're in your presence, how they feel in your presence, the way you make them feel. That's what they focus on, not if this is a soulmate or a twin flame or anything else. They focus on the feeling. So sometimes we just have to take it back to basics in that way and focus on the feeling. You and them, that's what matters. That's what matters more than anything else. It's like Carrie Big in Sex and the City, when they're talking about getting married and he's struggling with his vows. And she says, just you and me. Just you and me. Just us two. That's what matters. Not outside influences or labels or anything else. So today, take the label away and think, okay, how do I really feel about this person without the ego, without distractions of the situation or other people or anything else, timelines. How do you feel about this person? And this sense of love will come all over you. It will come in you and it will feel amazing. It will just restore you because you'll be focusing on the light. So yes, this is your soulmate, your twin flame, your person. This is your one. And that's what the angels want you to know today. So focus on the feeling. But the answer to your question is yes. So we've got chemistry. And maybe you're thinking, do they feel it too? Do we have chemistry? Is this real? And the angel's saying, yes, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And that means you're being guided back together because you belong, you are one. You're being pulled back together like magnets. You have this amazing magnetic bond. So trust that. So if you're thinking, does he feel what I feel? This is a huge sign that yes, absolutely, they feel what you feel. And they know you're being guided back together as well. You know, they feel that pull to you. And let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So sometimes we just need a helping hand. We need a helping hand from our friends. And sometimes it's hard on the twin flame journey because we can't ask our friends for guidance or help because they don't understand. You know, people we're dealing with in the physical world. But you have a world of support right here. You know, we're not just friends, we are family. And we are soulmates to each other. You know, we are guided. We are here to help through the good and the bad. So everyone here has been through similar things. We've experienced separation, pain, struggle. But we've also experienced the elation and the love. We've all felt certain things at certain times. So we can all have compassion for each other and empathise. And that's what makes it so powerful. So the message is you have people around you here. You know, we're here for the good times and the bad. So we're going to support you through the good and be excited about when your twin contacts you and when you're coming together and when union finally occurs. But if you're going through struggles until then, the lows, we're here too. So we'll help you through the good and the bad. And that's really what the angels want you to know. They are there with you through everything. Not just when you need them, but when you want to say thank you to them for being there and helping them. When you just want to say how amazing everything is. Because on this journey we have highs and lows. It's natural. It's a natural thing. Otherwise we would not come. You know, if God said to you, right, you're going to go into this earthly body and you're just going to live a normal life. Nothing's really going to happen. It's just going to be, you know, neutral the whole way through and things are going to come very easy to you. You'd say, well, I'm not going there. You know, your soul would say, well, what's the point of that? So remember, you signed up for this journey, the good and the bad, the highs and the lows, and it's all neutral. It's the way you see it that makes it that way. So if you see everything as an opportunity to grow, to learn, to feel, to experience, to understand, you're going to have a much better life experience than if you see everything that comes at you as a challenge or a trigger. Because those challenges and triggers are designed that way to grow you, to expand your mind, to see things in a new way. And we've got honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Now, this is a great sign because we've been having so many messages coming up lately about the future, about marriage, honeymoons, the future, being together, what it will be like. But don't wait for the honeymoon, the blissful time to enjoy your life. Enjoy that now. And this is also about the moon, the full moon, bringing in the sweetness, where we start to see things in a new way. We're moving into calmer waters. So enjoy this time now. And I feel this, you know, honeymoon energy is relating to Valentine's Day because it's another holiday. You know, we've had Christmas time, New Year, we have Thanksgiving, all these things, birthdays, anniversaries, and we see them as holidays. And you may see Valentine's Day in that way. So it may not be a holiday because usually it's a normal working day and, you know, people don't have time off for that. But it is an event that can, you know, cause great elation in your life or great pain. So it's about enjoying that time, enjoying Valentine's Day and the run up to it regardless of what's going on. So again, that message coming through very strong from Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and Jesus, saying, love yourself, love others and the situation, no matter what the circumstances. So I feel this is the run up to Valentine's Day and how you are dealing with this. And you're saying, I'm going to enjoy the bliss of this holiday time because I know that we are together because we are one. So some of you will be spending Valentine's Day together. Others you may not because of obligations or karmic situations or other things. but you are always together because you are one. So you can still have the day together. You can make a nice meal, and visualize they are there with you. Or you can make some time to have 5D connection, intimacy, love. Watch a film and know that they are with you because they are thinking of you no matter what, connecting with you no matter what, feeling that pull to you no matter what. And yes, they are your twin flame, soulmate, person, whatever label you want to give. So what else do we need to know today as a divine feminine? Yeah, look at this light at the end of the tunnel. And that's really what I'm seeing in this card. This angel here, and I'm seeing this as Archangel Honiel, helping you to move forward with peace and grace and love and light, moving you to the other side. And, this is a romantic place. This is, you could see this as Venice. You could see this as somewhere else. I'm seeing this as kind of Italy energy as well. If any of you live there or you want to go there with your twin, this is a great sign of that, the light at the end of the tunnel, the honeymoon phase. We think of a honeymoon, we think about spending time, blissful time together, being able to do things together and have fun. And that's really what union is. So I feel this is the door to union, or the pathway to union, the light at the end of the tunnel. Look at this soulmate again coming up. So the angels are really giving you this message today, that this is about understanding that twin flame, it's just a label. We're here because we are a community of twin flames, and that's what you are. But this is about understanding what soulmate is. Soul connected with your soul. Mate, someone who helps you. We see it, the energy of the mate as a friend. We say, oh, we're mates, we're friends, or we mate for life. So it can mean many, many things. And we know that many, many soulmates will come into our life because we understand that soulmates, when we see it in a higher way, can be friends, colleagues, family members, people who touch us in some way or help us in some way. Soulmates can be catalyst connections, love connections that help us to find our way. But the mate, the energy is about the way you come together with the right people at the right time. Sometimes we have to mate with others to raise children. This is why you'll have children with other people, some of you, or they'll have children with other people because they decided, and you decided up there, that these children will be born of these people. And you're all the same soul family anyway. So that's why we can experience certain people and have certain experiences, because we decide to do that for soul growth. It's all connected with the soul. It's all about the soul. So twin flames, or some people don't even call them twin flames, twin souls, joint soul. There's many, many different labels, but the feeling. So the message today is take the label away. And if you said to your masculine, if they were operating in the heart right now, and you said, what are we? He'd say, I see you as a soulmate. And that doesn't mean he doesn't see you as a twin flame or understand you have that amazing bond. It may just be he doesn't recognise that label. Or he may know about the label, but he doesn't understand enough about it to talk about it. So he says, we're soulmates, we're meant to be. That's what that word means. Something is meant to be. Whether it's a person you experience for a season or a lifetime. This is about soul growth and the healer. So soulmates are healers. People who come into our life to help us to heal, to feel better, to feel at peace with life. I saw my mum as a soulmate because she pushed me and tested me and triggered me. But I loved her so much, and I saw her as a soulmate. And there'll be many, many people throughout your life you see the same. You may be thinking of your past husband or wife or ex, and you may have no feelings about them whatsoever, but you know that they were a great soulmate to you, a great soul teacher to you. So this is really about recognizing what the word is and what the labels are, and not getting confused that if someone says, oh, we're talking about soulmate, you think, oh, that doesn't resonate then because they're my twin flame. Or maybe you've jumped on this reading because you're connecting with someone right now and you're not sure what the label is. So take all the labels away and focus on peace. So let's bring in the book then and see what we need to know. So what's the energy then of this day? And the energy is, wow, look at this, powerful. The message is turn negativity into positive energy. Love that. And this is the number 35. So 3 is about faith and 5 is about change. So there's great changes coming in right now. We're all seeing the building work. You know, again, that's why I'm up early today, to get a little bit of recording done before they come, because I'm sure there's going to be banging and drilling. And, you know, even when I'm out and about right now, I'm seeing those things. And I know you are too. I know some of you are absolutely dealing with it yourself. You know, you may be having renovations in your own home, or things may be happening next door or in the same street or down the road. But I guarantee, you know, if you go out and about, you're going to see things. You know, when I was in town the other day, I saw scaffolding up and building work and crazy things going on. And, you know, we were without a shower for a month because, you know, our shower, there was issues with it. It wasn't the plumbing, it was the tiling, and we live in a rented house, so we had to report the job, and we had various people come and assess things before they did the work. So we were without a shower for a month, and that's a big thing for me because it's part of my morning ritual, you know, having the shower, connecting with the angels in that way. But I had to be flexible and adaptable. So I had to move into the bath instead, and I started really enjoying the bath as much as I was wanting the shower. But the shower got fixed yesterday, so we have a shower now. And I've had my first shower today, and it was lovely, revitalising. But it felt odd too because I'd got into the habit of having a bath. So sometimes we get into the habit of being negative, and we have to teach ourselves how to be positive by being flexible to things and adaptable, and not judging ourselves for those negative thoughts. You know, observing them and saying, okay, how can I see a better way? How can I see a way out? How can I focus on joy? How can I turn this moment into something good? How can I see the blessing in this situation? What is the blessing in this situation? Just like I do, you know, I was put out because my shower wasn't working, but I saw it as an opportunity to have a bath and start enjoying that. And obviously, you know, baths take longer than showers, so it's about timing and relaxing and breathing. And all the clocks kind of stopped working out in the house as well. I had to change all the batteries in all the clocks because you're being reminded that time is illusion. Let go of the when and focus on the now, and turn any negativity into positive energy. So it says, worry, anger, resentment and the like are called negative emotions because they drain away time and energy. And you know when you're feeling this way because you feel it in your gut. You know, our solar plexus is a powerful tool because it's our gut instinct. We know how we feel because if we're feeling good and excited about life and we've got adventure and we feel happy, we feel it in the gut. You know, we get excited, our tummy, you know, turns over in a good way. We have butterflies in the tummy. You know, we have angel bumps, we feel good. Yet when things feel negative and we have that sense of dread or anger, you know, or that resentment, it's like your stomach goes over and it's like your stomach wants to drop out the floor. You know, it doesn't feel good. So your inner guidance system shows you what you're operating in. Because if you're feeling good, you'll feel it physically. If you feel bad, you'll feel it physically. So allow your gut instinct and your gut to tell you what energy you're in. So if you're feeling worried or angry or resentful, you know that that's the opportunity to make a change. And it's called negative emotions because they drain away time and energy. So you may feel that you are tired. You know, you've got no energy. Time's running away. It's either standing still or going too quick. You don't know what to do. So it's always a sign to have a time out and breathe and bring yourself back into the now. That is that negativity refers to their energy direction. Conversely, since feelings such as joy, elation and hope increase your power level, they're called positive. And this is what they're saying is their energy direction. So I feel that this is also about the way that you are an empath. You know, right now you're very sensitive to other people's energy, negative or positive. So you don't want to be around things that drag you into more darkness or more anger or more resentment or pain. So this is when we naturally know where to go and what to do and what energies to move away from and shield ourselves from. And I feel that's also what you're doing today, because you're turning away from negativity and you're turning towards positivity. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So you're not listening to anyone who's saying otherwise. You're helping them to see the light. You're guiding them forward. You're being an example. You're being an example of the light. Worry is so commonplace, and that's true. We all worry about things. We have an ego. And instead of looking for solutions sometimes, we talk about how bad it all is. And it creates more worry. And it brings momentum into that. So we're being reminded to focus on positive, because when we focus on that, it creates the momentum towards what we want. So worry is so commonplace that it's essentially a normal human habit. Isn't that true? And we have to teach ourselves to be flexible and adaptable, to change the way we see things, to do things in a new way, so we create a new habit. And it takes 28 days to break a habit. That's why the workbooks that you get, like The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, or, I think Carl Gray's done one, or, people who say, right, work through this book for 28 to 30 days, because they know, and it's going to take that long, constantly and consistently over a monthly period to change your thinking. And if we miss a day, we go back to our old ways. We have to continue and strive and, be strong and say, I'm not going to stop, I'm going to continue. Because it's so easy to get distracted by life and doing things that we forget. We think, I'll do gratitude again tomorrow. So perhaps you've done your gratitude journal for like 8 days in a row, and then you think, I'll just miss a day, because your ego is saying, you're tired, have a lie-in, or, use that time for something else. And then you miss a day, and then it continues. You miss another day, and then you have to start again. So we have to be disciplined in our approach to this, how we turn any negative things into positives. We have to be disciplined in our spiritual practices, so we then make them a habit, and we are consistent and we keep doing things. That's how we see results in our life. That's how we bring in power. So worry is so commonplace, it's essentially a normal human habit, yet its effects are undesirable, including tension, aging, which means we age more when we're worried, addiction, sleeplessness, and time consumption. And the same is true for all negative emotions. And that's true. It feels like it's robbing you of something. When we're being negative, we're robbing ourselves of pleasure. We're robbing ourselves of our happiness, which is our birthright, because we can choose to be happy in any situation, no matter what's going on. That's always our choice. And that's why we feel tired and drained and older when we are negative. Our face looks it too. When you're happy, all the lines go from your face, and your eyes light up and your face lights up, and you look healthier. When you're tired, drained, worried, stressed out, it's like all the blood, all the light, all the, the youthfulness just gets drained out of your face. And you look older and you feel it. That's why, because you are what you feel. So if you feel good, you're going to look good. You're going to feel good and look good inside and out. If you feel bad, you're going to look bad. And nothing's going to feel right. Even if you put the nicest outfit on, you're not going to feel it's right. Have you done that? I know I have. You've got your outfits. You're getting ready to go out. You don't feel too good. And you're putting everything on. These are gorgeous clothes. And you just don't feel right, so you're taking it off and putting it back on, and taking it off, trying something new, putting the first thing on. And usually you end up going out in the first thing you put on anyway, because it wasn't the clothing that looked weird, it was our own emotions. Thinking we feel weird, because when we feel weird, we look weird to ourselves. So it's about understanding, it's all about our perception that creates our reality. And that's why when, people may look at you and think, wow, you look good. But you think, no, I don't, because you don't feel it inside. Yet when you feel good, you don't care anyway what people think, because you're operating in that power. And this is why it's so powerful to be positive and to work on it. People say to me, oh, you're so positive. Sometimes they shy away from that because they think, how can you be positive every day? It's a choice. It's a choice. I get up in a neutral energy and I choose how I feel, just like you do. Sometimes when we go to bed stressing out over what happened yesterday or the situation, we take that into our dreams. And then we wake up in the morning thinking about it. But if we let it go at night and we say, thank you, God, for taking this burden away. Thank you for guiding me in my dreams tonight. Thank you for helping me to focus on the good and the blessings. And thank you for showing me the way. You wake up feeling different, in a fresh energy. And you see every day as an opportunity to begin again. So this day is an opportunity. This moment now is an opportunity to begin again, to see it all differently, to work on power. So you can transform these feelings into positive ones by remembering this. So remember, we have to remember by observing. Oh, I've just said a negative thing to myself. Why did I do that? So instead of being negative about it and thinking, oh, I shouldn't have done that, that was silly of me, say, okay, now I understand that I do have these negative thoughts towards myself, towards my twin, towards this life, this journey, and I have the opportunity now to change it. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that exciting? That I can change my life with my thoughts. That I can change my thinking to better thoughts. So see it as a challenge, but an exciting one. Wow, today I'm going to focus on the good. Today I choose to notice the blessings in everything. Today I choose to observe from a higher place. You know, I saw something once where someone was talking about breaking things. If you break a glass, you know, say if you break a glass and glass goes everywhere, instead of going, oh, you klutz, or, you know, oh, you idiot, which we do say to ourselves, oh, you silly fool, or whatever we say, think, wow, isn't that interesting that I've done that? Why? What's that showing to me? So we can see everything we go through as an opportunity to observe and become more spiritual and more aware of what we are doing on a day-to-day, moment-by-moment basis. Usually anxiety is the basis of a negative emotion. It's a fear of losing something or someone, or having it without or withheld from you. So having it withheld from you. It's an affirmation that some power, others, yourself, is in control. It's it's just because it's a bit dark in it. It's an affirmation that some power other than yourself is in control. Wow. So and sometimes we have to look closer to understand, to illuminate, to see. And everything happens for a reason. You know, whenever that happens, it's because we may not be making sense. So sometimes we can read a statement, or we can hear a reading, or we can see something, it doesn't make sense. And we think, what? This journey at first does not make sense, but when we sit with it and we take the stress and the anxiety away and we look at it from a higher place, it starts making sense. And that's what this is saying. It says sometimes when we are in negativity, it's because we feel that sense of lack. We haven't got our twin, we're the karmic partner, these things are going wrong, and we feel we're losing something, we feel we're losing our twin, we feel out of control. So it's remembering that God is in charge that brings in peace, that what's truly meant for you. And that's why today you've got the message saying, yes, this is your person. There is a great healing energy taking place because there's a light coming at the end of the tunnel. And you can enjoy Valentine's Day no matter what, because you have that chemistry and that powerful bond, and it's magnetic. And that's what's controlling things. You know, so allow your thoughts to become clearer today. So what if instead of succumbing to worry, which means allowing it to take over you, they give me the word skipped. It's like you skip forward. So skip is about, we skip things, we miss things, but it's about the energy of feeling light-hearted, you know, skipping. When we're at school, did you skip with the skipping rope? You felt good, you know, or, you know, you used to do things like that with your skipping rope as well, and it brought a sense of achievement. Or you skip when you're happy, you walk with a strut in your step because you're feeling good. So when you're positive, it brings all of this in. You feel good no matter what's going on around you, whether you're going through ascension or separation or anything else, you can handle it. Whatever struggles you go through, people are going to look at you and think, wow, what's your secret? How can you stay positive when things seem to be falling apart? And it's because you've mastered that as a habit. You're saying, I choose now to look for the good. I choose to see the positive. I'm not going to remain in negativity anymore. And that doesn't mean you're going to never experience negativity. We're human, of course we do. We have an ego. But it means that more times now you are choosing to see the positive and you're focused on the good. So instead of succumbing to worry, stop and pray for help instead. And that means the angels are always there. So say to yourself, thank you for helping me to see, to understand, to know, to observe, to say, isn't this interesting? What am I learning from this right now? The effects of your prayers can rapidly stop the cause of your distress, bring you real and lasting assistance, and transmute and transmit positive energy to you. So you can transmute the negative energy and change it into positive energy. And then you'll be transmitting on a new vibrational frequency. And that's what we do. When we're operating in negatives, we're attracting negatives in. So you'll have negative experiences throughout your day. You'll be around people who are negative or being stressed. But if you're operating in positive, you're going to notice that those people who are stressed will go away. They just won't be around you anymore because your frequency is shifting. So it's like a radio. You know, you're tuning into a certain station. You're only going to get what's from that station. You're not going to get other stations coming in. Sometimes it makes a weird noise when you're tuning in a radio station because you're getting it just right. It's tweaking. So sometimes you may hear a different station coming in, but you know you don't want that frequency, so you tweak it a little bit. So you tweak yourself to attract in what you truly want and who you are. Because you don't really attract what you want anyway, you attract what you are. What you are. And you are a twin flame, so obviously you're going to attract in what you are, your twin flame, because you are one. That's why it's a magnetic connection and there's chemistry there, because you're meant to be. So the thought for today is, and they give me the word never, okay? I never worry. But even saying that word, it's using the word worry. You could say, what I'm seeing here is I choose, this is what they're giving me, no matter what this says, I choose to focus on peace. I choose to see the positive. I choose happiness every day. In this moment now, I choose to see the good in all things, all people, and all situations. I choose to feel at peace no matter what's going on around me. And that makes me feel good. And when I feel good, I look good. When I feel good, I operate in my power. When I feel good, I'm strong and capable. And I achieve my dreams easily and effortlessly. And all things flow to me at the exact right time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Isn't that a powerful affirmation? And this says, I meet worry with prayer. So today, meet worry with prayer. Anytime you feel stressed out or anxious, pray. Call on the angels. Thank you for taking this away from me. Thank you for transmuting this energy for me into positive things. Thank you for helping me to see. Instead of imagining the worst that could happen, ask for help. And when we imagine the worst, we're in the ego. The ego is edging all the goodness out, bringing in fear, false experiences that appear to be real. What if this happens? What if that happens? So instead of imagining the worst, ask for help and expect the best and visualize success. So we know as well about expectations. It's better to anticipate good than expect good, because sometimes when we expect things a certain way, we get disappointed because we think, why hasn't it happened that way? Why? And then we go into doubt and fear, and the whole thing goes in a circle again. So focus on joy and peace and let the angels do the rest, because the moment you feel down, reach upward instead. Reach for the stars. Feel good. Feel excited about life. Look up. Look up. Look forward instead of looking back. Trust the journey. So the message today is let go of the labels. Okay? The labels cause problems sometimes. The labels cause anxiety. Especially if we don't really understand why. And we're thinking about karmic partners. You know, sometimes I see in the comments people saying, am I a karmic partner then because of this or that? Take the labels away and focus on you and them and the way you feel. And you know you're going to feel that feeling of coming home, like the light's coming into your heart and soul, and that's the recognition of what this love is. So trust in that, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and today you just may notice what that light is. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.